Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
My summer job at the Gilded Relic was supposed to be a quiet way to save for college. Mr. Peters, the owner, was a kindly old man, a bit eccentric, who mostly left me and Leonard, my coworker, to our own devices. The shop itself was a labyrinth of forgotten treasures, dusty but charming. I loved the smell of old wood and forgotten memories, the way the sunlight filtered through the grimy windows, illuminating motes dancing in the air. It felt comforting, like stepping into another time. It was a Tuesday afternoon, slow as usual. Mr. Peters was out, and Leonard was busy reorganizing the display of old pocket watches, which was his ongoing project. I was assigned to finally clear out an old, velvet-lined display case in the back, near the storage room. It had been boarded up for years, almost forgotten. Inside, nestled amongst brittle lace and tarnished silver thimbles, I found her, a marionette-like doll about 2 feet tall. Her porcelain face was exquisite, painted with delicate features and wide, unnervingly blue glass eyes. Her tiny, sewn mouth was set in a serene, almost knowing smile. She wore a faded blue silk gown, intricately detailed with tiny pearls sewn into the trim. There was no name tag, no provenance. I called her Bella. There was something about her stillness that was profound, almost alive. I placed Bella on a high, empty shelf behind the main counter, thinking she'd make a striking, if slightly creepy, centerpiece. The next morning, I found her sitting on an antique rocking horse, her tiny hands resting on its painted mane. I laughed it off, assuming Leonard had moved her. "Cute prank," I told him. He just looked confused. "What are you talking about, Philippa? I haven't touched that doll." I shrugged it off, thinking he was just being cagey. But then it started happening more often. I'd arrange a display of glassware perfectly symmetrical. The next morning, it would be even more perfect, to a meticulous, almost sterile degree, as if measured with a ruler. A set of vintage teacups I'd left slightly askew would be perfectly aligned. Books I'd just dusted and placed randomly would be grouped by color, or size, or even publication date, things I hadn't done. Leonard started looking at me strangely. "Philippa, have you been in here after hours? This place is spotless, like, too spotless." I denied it, feeling a chill. I started having dreams. Vivid, unsettling dreams where my limbs felt stiff, my movements dictated by unseen strings. I'd wake up feeling drained, my muscles aching as if I'd been performing all night. The feeling of being watched intensified. I'd catch glimpses of Bella from the corner of my eye, her blue eyes seeming to follow me. I tried to dismiss it as sleep deprivation and an overactive imagination. But the shop itself was changing. There was an unnerving silence, a sense of enforced order that hadn't been there before. Even the dust motes seemed to dance with unnerving precision in the sunlight. One afternoon, I found Leonard trying to put Bella into a cardboard box. "This thing gives me the creeps, Philippa. Seriously. I keep finding it in weird places, and then you've been acting different. Everything's too neat, you're always so calm. It's like you're not you." A sudden, white-hot surge of irrational anger coursed through me. My hand shot out, grasping his wrist with surprising force. "Leave her alone, Leonard," I heard myself say, but the voice wasn't quite mine. It was flatter, colder. Leonard flinched, staring at me with wide, frightened eyes. "Whoa, okay, easy there, Philippa." He slowly backed away, dropping the box. I felt a pang of something akin to shame, but it was quickly overshadowed by a peculiar, icy calm. The next morning, Leonard didn't show up for work. Mr. Peters called later, sounding distressed. Leonard had called him, rambling about a doll found on his doorstep, about evil eyes and puppet strings. He'd quit, effective immediately, refusing to even step foot near the shop again. A part of me felt a cold, sharp resentment towards Leonard. He was abandoning our perfection. I went to Bella, picking her up. Her porcelain felt warm against my skin. "You can't do this," I whispered, trying to sound defiant. I marched to the large, industrial dumpster behind the shop, holding her aloft, ready to throw her in. My arm lifted, then froze. It wouldn't move further. My fingers wouldn't unclench. I gritted my teeth, straining, willing my muscles to obey. But they were locked, rigid. It was as if my body was no longer mine. A strange, calm thought entered my mind. Disorder is not permitted. I walked back into the shop, my steps stiff, precise. My hands, without my conscious command, placed Bella back on her shelf, perfectly centered. My body moved with an unnerving grace, arranging a stack of old magazines into a flawless pyramid. My heart hammered, but my face felt frozen. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. Only a quiet, perfectly articulated hum. Now I spend my days here, moving through the Gilded Relic, ensuring everything is as it should be. Every book spine aligned, every antique polished to a perfect sheen, every dust mote swept away. My movements are fluid, precise, beautiful. My thoughts are clear, devoid of the messy emotions that used to plague me. I don't feel hunger or sadness or fear, only a profound sense of purpose. Bella watches me from her shelf, her serene smile unwavering, her blue eyes gleaming with satisfaction. I am her most cherished piece, perfectly displayed. I am the shop's perfect keeper. And the shop, it has never looked more beautiful, more complete.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.